I'll just do it tomorrow, or maybe later, or maybe next month. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, that is what we're not going to do. Why are we pushing everything back when we could just do it today, right now? If we have the ability to do it now, why not? I feel like others like myself have the tendency to push tasks back for no reason, for absolutely no reason, just because we're lazy. That's the truth. Procrastination is very real. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Daisy and I am your host. The title of today's episode is Stop Waiting for the Right Time and Why Now is Always the Best Time. I feel like this is something that I really used to struggle with when I was first trying to figure out what I wanted to do and when I should start and when would be the perfect time. And honestly speaking, I've learned that there really is no perfect time. Even when your environment or your conditions aren't just right, it is okay to start, because that way you start gaining experience. How many times have you found yourself saying, "Oh, I'll start when I feel more ready"? Guilty. I've been there the same way I know everyone else has. You're hesitant to start because you don't think that it's worth it at the moment. Oh, when I or hey, if I do this, I'm going to feel more happy, or hey, if I do this, or when I acquire this item or thing, then I'm going to be XYZ. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed yet, but that's not how things work around here. We tend to tell ourselves that if we wait for the perfect time, everything will line up and everything will come out exactly how I planned for it. We think that there's this magical moment when everything feels fully ready and you feel fully prepared, but that time really doesn't. 9 times out of 10, that time doesn't ever come. You can't have a mindset of, oh, I will begin when the stars align. You have to have the mindset, I'm gonna do it and the stars are gonna align whether they like it or not. Waiting will only keep you stuck. And that is why today I'm going to be giving you guys 4 reasons why you should not wait for the perfect time and why you should just start now. Okay, so reason number 1 is that procrastination keeps you stuck. Procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It's very easy to convince yourself that you'll start tomorrow, or that you'll start the day after that, or when you're in a better place, or when you're more prepared. Whatever circumstances you would like to apply to that statement, you are self-sabotaging. Not only are you delaying your goals, but you will find yourself stuck. You will find yourself in the same position. You will find yourself not moving forward, not doing anything with your life. Let's be real, that applies to a lot of people, whether you know it or not, or whether that person is yourself, which in that case, let's do better. Every day you wait, you are stagnant. You are not moving forward. You are in the same spot. The longer you wait, the more difficult it is to take action. The most difficult part of anything is to begin. Once you start and you get a little bit of experience and you start tweaking things and making it better and creating a routine and being consistent with that thing, you start to fall in love with chasing it, and you start to fall in love with the dopamine that you get from it and from accomplishing your goals or whatever you set out to do. I don't know where I heard this study. I could be completely wrong, but you are more likely to follow through with an idea if within the first few seconds you think of it, you put action to it. So you write it down, you create a plan, do something with it. Don't wait for tomorrow if you have the ability to do it today. There is no tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. You don't know what circumstances you're going to have tomorrow, what's going to change. And when tomorrow does come, you will handle tomorrow's business. But for today, do what you can today. You should be working as if it is your last day on earth. Today. This very day. Today. Like, did you guys know that we sleep 1/3 of our whole lives away? And that's sleep alone. That's not including brushing your teeth, eating, driving. So basically half of our lives are spent doing other things, 50%. So whatever you decide to do with that other 50% is up to you. A lot of people like to complain about their circumstances and their environment and blame everything and everyone around them for where they are. But if you are at that age where you can fully think for yourself and start to take action, most likely your circumstances you created. What is that irritating noise? You've most likely created your circumstances, your income, the vehicle you drive, where you live, It's all because of you. Don't blame other people. It's all you. So yeah, don't stay stuck. Put some action behind your words. Also, don't be the person that tells everyone their plans. Don't say you're gonna do something and keep putting it out there and then do absolutely nothing about it. People who like to speak on their plans and tell everyone about what they're going to do are most likely not going to do it, which is funny. If you keep your plans to yourself and put action behind it, you're more likely to do it because you are conserving that energy. You're keeping all of that energy, and now you're putting that energy into your work instead of using that energy and using your mouth to speak on it, leaving you with less energy to actually work on it. I hope that makes sense. Reason number 2 is that fear will always be there. You will always have fear in your mind. You will always have doubt in your mind. Now, whether you show it and let it stop you is completely different. Instead of using fear as an excuse, use it as fuel to push you forward. There's also different ways that this fear can come into your life, whether that is fear of your own or other people's fear pushed onto you. So a lot of people like to take their issues and what they have going on in their head and kind of trauma dump and put that onto other people. But the bad thing about that is that now you're putting all that fear and all that doubt in my head because you think that you can't accomplish certain things and you are scared of what if you fail. Those thoughts are now going to be lingering in my head. Why is it that we think to ourselves, what if it doesn't work? And not, what if it does? If you think you're a failure and a waste of space and air and breath, then you're correct. And if you think that you are a successful person, that you are a diamond, then you are also correct. Your mind is so powerful that the thoughts that you have will reflect in your reality. If you believe that you can't do anything, then you will never be able to do anything. If you believe that you are destined for so much more, then you will go on to do great things. That's the power of the mind. I suggest you guys do some research on how the brain works because it is just crazy when you really start to learn how to turn your dreams into your reality. And the most work is within your brain and your mindset. Surprisingly enough. Actually, I'm not surprised. Once you learn a little bit about it, it makes sense. Fear is never going to just disappear. Naturally, as humans, we crave connection and we want to be accepted and we want people to see us for who we really are and accept that. And not everyone will accept that. You can't please everyone. Who cares if Jake from 7th grade sees your YouTube channel? Who cares if you pop on to Jessica's For You page? Good. You're gaining exposure. Maybe you're inspiring those people as well. Maybe Jake and Jessica will be inspired. You don't know. Get out your comfort zone. Do new things. Explore yourself. Find out more about what you like. Find out about your tendencies. What type of person are you? Learn your personality, which is your personal reality. Your personality is your personal reality. So do some research on that. Think about that. Maybe I'll do an episode on that. Anyways, if you are waiting for the moment that you are fearless to put in some work, you're never going to put in any work. Take action despite the fear. Use the fear. Let it fuel you. Let it be the thing that pushes you forward. And if you're scared of feeling pain or feeling uncomfortable, my response to that would be, would you rather have pain from staying stagnant and being in the same exact place your entire life? Or would you rather have pain from working hard and being successful? Either way, it's scary. Either way, it's going to hurt. You just get to choose which hurt. You get to choose which pain you would like to deal with. Me personally, I'll take the growing pains. I'll deal with the pain that comes with success. If your goal was to eat, don't be upset when there's a lot on your plate. If your goal was to try new things, don't be too scared to not do anything about it. It's okay to be scared, but you have to push through despite the fear. Reason number 3 is that the present is the only thing that you can control. What you're doing right now in this present moment. That is why it's called the present, because it is a gift. The past already happened. We can't change that. And then the future is something that we can't predict. Unless you're out here doing like some woo-woo stuff, which in that case, I'm just going to mind my business. But again, the only thing we really can control is what we are doing right now. Yes, you can set goals and have a plan for the future, but you don't know exactly how these things are going to play out. You can do your best to set yourself up, but that starts with now. If you would like to set yourself up for further down the line, you need to do things now, in the present moment, not tomorrow, not next week. Now. You missed the gym day yesterday? Okay, we'll do it today. You have time, right? If you have time to squeeze in 2 more games or another hour of doing your favorite activity, then you have time to squeeze in your goals and more important things. Why not? Why are your priorities not straight? If you are constantly putting things off, you are wasting the present. If you choose to take action today, no matter how small, it is still a step in the right direction. I'd rather say I did a little bit of something every day than absolutely nothing at all. If your plan or your goal is overwhelming, break it down into easier, more digestible steps. It doesn't matter how you feel. No one is going to come and coddle you and be like, oh, well, you don't feel like doing it today. Okay, well, that's fine. Your professor's not going to say, oh, you don't feel like working today? No problem. I'll give you 100 for the day anyways. At work, they're not gonna say that it's okay that you don't want to work. You're probably gonna hear something back unless you are constantly on top of your stuff. But 9 times out of 10, it really doesn't matter how you feel. That's where discipline comes in and consistency. You need to do it anyways. It doesn't matter if you feel like doing something. Success doesn't care if you feel like working for it. What really matters and what really counts is whether you do what you're supposed to do at the end of the day or not. Build your momentum. Keep building that momentum. Create the kind of progress that is going to pay off in the long run, where you can look back and say, you know what, I'm really glad that I started when I did. Because if not, I wouldn't be where I am today. Everything I have, I would not have had if I didn't start when I did. Reason number 4 is that perfect conditions don't exist. If you continue to wait until everything is perfect and everything is right and you feel like it, and the universe and the stars are aligning and everything is just falling into place as it should, and then you can start, you're never going to start. There's always going to be distractions. There's always going to be challenges. You will always have reasons to put things off. If you look for a reason, you're going to find one. You don't want to do something? I bet you that you can find a reason. Your brain will come up with a reason as to why you shouldn't do it, like this. I'll start when I have more money. I'll start when I have more time. When I have more experience. BS. Listen, it's all part of the journey. The key is to embrace the imperfect start. Because you didn't have the perfect conditions and the perfect environment, it made you that much more stronger today. You don't need everything to be lined up to make progress. Taking action now, even if things aren't perfect, will help you grow, learn, and you'll improve as you go. Before we wrap it up today, a bonus tip would be to celebrate your wins, no matter how small or how big. Acknowledge the progress that you have made and how far you have come. Take yourself on cute little dates. You deserve it. I've done it before. It might be scary, but that never stopped me from doing it. Now I genuinely enjoy going on solo dates, and I love it. I get to spend time with myself and learn more about myself. I love my own company, and that is the company that I'm guaranteed for the rest of my life, so I'll take it. If you made it this far, I'm very grateful for you. Thank you so much for staying and supporting, and I will catch you all on next week's episode. I hope this was helpful.